From Zero to Hero, the unstoppable rise of the United States. 1. The forgotten beginning pre-1492. But how did America become a global superpower? It started with nothing. Long before European ships arrived, North America was home to mighty native empires: the Aztecs with their golden cities, the Iroquois with their democratic, and the Pueblo people with their cliffside palaces. This was a land of 200 nations, speaking 300 languages, thriving for 15,000 years. Then in 1492, everything changed. 2. Colonial Crucible 1607 to 1776. But how did 13-week colonies defy the world's greatest empire? The first English settlers at Jamestown 1607 nearly starved to death. The Pilgrims at Plymouth survived only thanks to native help. For 150 years, America was Europe's dumping ground for religious outcasts, debtors, and dreamers. Then came the taxes. When Britain demanded payment after the French-Indian War, colonists rebelled. The Boston Tea Party 1773 turned protest into revolution. Against all odds, George Washington's ragtag army beat the British Empire. On July 4, 1776, America declared independence with a radical idea: all men are created equal. The Founding Fathers left out Native Americans and enslaved Africans, but that conflict would come later. Three Manifest Destiny 1803 to 1865. But how did America go from 13 states to spanning a continent? The Louisiana Purchase 1803 doubled the nation overnight for 3 cents per acre. Lewis and Clark mapped the West. Settlers poured in, crushing native resistance like the Trail of Tears 1838. Then came the Civil War 1861 to 1865, brother versus brother over slavery. 600,000 died, but the Union held. With slavery abolished, America turned its eyes outward. For Industrial Juggernaut 1865 to 1918. But how did a farm country become an industrial titan? Steel mills in Pittsburgh, oil wells in Texas, railroads connecting the coasts, Thomas Edison's light bulb. Henry Ford's Model T. By 1900, America was #1 in manufacturing. Then it entered World War I 1917 and saved Europe. When the guns fell silent, America was no longer just a nation. It was a global power. Five. Superpower status 1941 to 1991. But how did America go from economic collapse to ruling the world? The Great Depression 1929 nearly broke the country. Then Pearl Harbor 1941 thrust America into World War II, D-Day 1944. The atomic bomb 1945. The Marshall Plan 1948. By 1950, America had 50% of the world's GDP, built nuclear weapons, created NASA. The Cold War 1947 to 1991 saw America face down the USS Edwin without firing a shot. Six. The modern era 1991 today. But how does America stay on top? 1990s, dot-com boom. 2001, 9/11 attacks, war on terror. 2008, first black president. 2020s, AI, SpaceX, TikTok dominance. America isn't perfect, but it keeps reinventing itself. The secret of America's rise: geography, oceans protect it. Farmland feeds it, immigration, constant influx of hungry talent. Innovation, from light bulbs to iPhones, military power, unmatched since 1945. From zero to hero in 250 years, no empire in history rose faster. What's next? That's up to you. Can America stay on top? The 5 threats that could topple a superpower. 1. The debt time bomb. The U.S. national debt just hit $34 trillion, more than 120% of GDP. Interest payments alone now cost more than defense spending. If confidence in the dollar collapses, America loses its financial superpower status overnight. Visuals. Animated debt clock racing upward. Empty treasury vaults, Chinese yuan, the digital currency graphs. 2. The AI arms race, and America might be losing. China graduates 10x more STEM PhDs annually. While U.S. tech giants chase profits, Beijing pours $300 billion into AI, quantum computing, and hypersonic weapons. The next industrial revolution won't wait. Visuals. Side-by-side labs, Shenzhen robots versus Silicon Valley app developers. 1990s microchip versus 2030s quantum computer. 3. The coming climate collapse. By 2050, rising seas could displace 13 million Americans. Wildfires, droughts, and hurricanes already cost $150 billion yearly. But gridlocked politics can't even agree on basic infrastructure upgrades. Visuals. Miami underwater projections. Texas power grid failure footage. 4. The aging giant. Japan-style stagnation looms. By 2035, 30% of Americans will be over 60. Social Security runs dry in 10 years. Who will build the future when robots outnumber workers? Visuals. Nursing homes full of boomers, empty factory floors. Immigration policy charts nosediving. 5. The Civil Cold War. 35% of Americans now believe political violence is justified. Hyperpolarization means no consensus on threats or solutions. Rome didn't fall to barbarians, it rotted from within. Visuals. Jan 6 footage fading into 1960s civil rights marches. Red-blue election maps splitting like cracked glass. Thank you for following. For other similar contents, see the description box below.